It's over here. Ruins. Ruins we have because of Death Cart. Okay. Colony board. It's 4-3 with estates. Yes, it does. Let's take a look at the board here. Attacks. Familiar. Oh, hey. That's an attack. What about trashing? You've got Salvager. Death Cart trashes action. Oh, and count. Count's quite good. So, attack, trashing. What about draw? That's what I'm really interested in. You've got Alchemist. Tactician can be draw, and Golem can function as draw, although there are auxiliary sources of draw. So Golem I don't want to think of in terms of that. Village, well, there's Golem. Golem and Tactician. Now, Golem Tactician is definitely a nombo, but, you know, it is possible on this board to do the Golem Tactician Alchemist, Golem Tactician Lab, whatever, that thing, and get multiple Tacticians into play. Oh, wow, there are 3 potion cards. Plus buy, we've got Merchant Guild and Salvager. So, like, since Golem is really your only village, there are plenty of non-terminals that you want lots of in your deck. Alchemist and Familiar. The potion cards have quite a strong synergy here. So that's a thing. Count. Let's talk about count for trashing. Now, Alchemists draw a bunch of stuff, then count to trash a lot of stuff. I mean, that's pretty good. You can kind of stay on top of your deck size that way. Now, Golem is a little dangerous because you kind of need to have Salvager in your deck, I think, at some point. I mean, maybe you can count trash it, but, I mean, Golem into Salvager in an inopportune time is rough. Monument for additional payload, and since this is a colony game, I mean, that's definitely the way we're going, but building the deck is going to be tricky. I think I want Golems, but I think the Golems are just going to be for later in the game. I think Familiar is going to be a priority. I'm going to open Potion, probably Silver. And I guess we need to make some tactical decisions coming up soon. Opening Salvager is a consideration, but I don't feel like that's very good when Familiar is staring you at the face, and you definitely need to go for it. Okay, so I get 4 Potion. I'm not buying a Golem. The question is Alchemist or Familiar. I have to believe that a Familiar first is correct. I mean, I want all 10 of both of these cards in my deck immediately. But, I mean, I just have to get a Familiar first. Now, Workshop is something to consider here, but I don't want a million of the cheapo things in my deck. I have to be very careful about my balance of terminals and non-terminals. This is, that's really bad for him. Now, he might be able to recover by getting a count next turn, but this is pretty terrible luck. I have a big advantage. Now, that doesn't mean he's out of the game. Certainly does not mean he's out of the game, but that's a big setback, and if nothing else goes his way, I'll probably win because of that. So he does hit 5 on his first shuffle. That's better than not hitting 5, that's for sure. I think count is the right play for him, especially because he's going to be behind in the junking portion of the game, and count is really going to help him keep on top of the deck size and get something out of the fact that he's missed Familiar. Top decks a card, and copper, copper, copper. So that might have been a potion that he top decked. Or perhaps a silver. So on $5 hand number 2, what do I get? Count number 2 is a consideration. However, a second potion could be quite nice. It's going to help with top decking Alchemists. I want lots of potion cards. So I'm seriously considering a second potion here. The only reason I wouldn't get a second potion is because it's too early for that. That's really the only reason I wouldn't get it. What else am I going to get? I mean, really, I want a ton of potion cards. That's the things that I want to add to my deck as fast as possible. But if I thin, I could play my one potion more often. Then with a plus buy from Merchant Guild, I could be in business. Unfortunately, I really want to be playing Count for a while. I don't feel comfortable adding this second terminal. This is a tough call. Salvager is also a consideration. But I like to make my own shuffle luck. So let's try and get thin here. I'm going to go for Count number 2. I could see that being a play that's open to debate. I don't feel great about that being the right play. Where is your potion, dude? It misses this shuffle? This is really bad for you. I mean, you've now shuffled your deck 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 3 times. And you don't have any Alchemists or Familiars. That's, like, super bad for you. Now he's thin. One more Familiar. But after that, it's going to be Alchemist. I mean, I don't think he can recover from this. I mean, his deck is a little bit thinner than mine, but still. Yeah, it happens. He's trashed down. If he's got enough economy, he could certainly bounce back. Now, I think the right move is to discard the silvers and trash hand. Thinning is indeed winning, and the fewer stop cards I have in my deck, i.e. estates at this point, that greatly reduces my chances of not hitting 3 potion, which those chances are effectively 0 now. I'm just gonna get thin here. Now, on 4 potion, I probably will get a Golem over my first Alchemist. And there's a Familiar for you. Great. Well, great for you, not really for me. I'd rather you miss it again, but you can't have everything, right? Is it time for a Merchant Guild? Let's track the remainder of my deck here. There's 2 counts in here, a potion, and probably some kind of treasure card. I should be able to get a Golem next turn. That makes Merchant Guild a little bit safer here. I want the plus buy. Coin tokens should be nice. Yeah, here we go. I can top deck count, get the money, and grab a Golem, and then it'll be Alchemist for quite a bit on any potion hand. There are enough good cards in my deck. Maybe tough pulling off count for trashing. We'll see. I'd really like to see a Golem. Because actually, no, I wouldn't, because this is all 3 of the terminals that are in my deck. This is actually a really bad draw. Second potion is, I think, a priority. Although, if I had a Golem, well, no, if a Golem hits a count, you can top deck an action from your hand. No, that doesn't work. Never mind. Here's my Golem. I am just going to play this to Chancellor myself. Oh, I have another Familiar, so I'm going to cause a really bad shuffle, but getting the purple into his deck is totally worth it. And I think I want to trash my hand here. I mean, I should be able to get a good potion card next turn, so this isn't the worst thing ever. I guess it's fortunate that I drew that curse. And I definitely want an Alchemist here over a second Golem. Drawing cards is important. another Alchemist. Discarding estates. You have 2 estates left in your deck and you didn't want to trash them. What's so important on 5? Death card. Why is Death card so important? What are you trying to hit? Platinum? I don't understand the Death card. I'm not saying that it's wrong. You have a Tactician as well. What? I mean, I really don't think you want to go for Golem and Tactician. Let's play, hold on now. I have another Alchemist in my deck, right? And I have a Count and a Merchant Guild. I want to play the Familiars. I don't want to hit both my terminals and not give him 2 purples. Okay, now I'm safe playing it. I can't hit 2 terminals. So let's make sure Golem hits both. Let's play Alchemist first. Count. Well, what's going to happen here? I'm not going to trash my hand. So let's just top deck a card, I guess. Seems best. Now, which one of these terminals am I playing? I should discard. That's just smarter. Estate, and I want to play Merchant Guild, I guess. I don't see much point in playing Count. Okay. What do we get here? Do we get Alchemist and a 4, or do we get Golem and a 3? I like Alchemist and a second potion. I think that's what I want. And yeah, we're going to put them all back. I know that's an anti-synergy with Golem, but I don't care. I want to draw all the cards. Wow. You've got a lot of purples in your deck. Okay, we're going to play these alchemists one at a time, pausing to think in between each one. This is probably, I think this is a pretty clear play. I want to trash my hand. Question is, which are the cards I don't want to trash? Potion is definitely one of them. Top decking the potion, I mean, not top decking the alchemist is definitely worth trashing the hand here. I think I want to keep a silver, so let's discard 2. And I'm actually very happy with that draw. I mean, top decking the Alchemist really isn't a big deal in this game because, you know, it gives your Golem a chance to hit it. I want a second Golem ASAP. Golem's the last card. That's fine because I think I'm guaranteed to hit 2 Alchemists, right? Can draw my deck. What are the terminals I'm going to play? Merchant Guild for sure. And I guess I'm going to play a Count. I mean, I guess I'm going to get use out of having that Count. Let's just, let's not exercise the drawback here by doing this. Now Merchant Guild. And I want a Golem and an Alchemist, I guess. Or do I get 2 Golems? Golem Alchemist seems a little bit safer. I'll want to pick up a Salvager soon. But yeah, let's get Golem Alchemist. Save that coin token. And I'm thin enough. Let's just put 1 Alchemist back and the rest not. Do I have to drag these? I mean, that's awful. And this is the kind of draw. Well, you know what? If I get a draw like this, I can just count trash. I think I want to get more merchant guilds. Merchant guilds, golems, and a single salvager. So I've got one curse in my deck. He's got 3, which means he still has 2 estates. He's getting a gold. Okay. Golem is safe. I only have 1 terminal in my deck. I find another golem, please. Deck. Yeah, I'm gonna be sad if that's a potion. I can't play this golem. So we'll top deck it. That's just fine. And take some money. Now, golem and salvager, I think, is what I want. That'll give me another plus buy, which will be very useful right now. Got plenty of things I want to salvage. Merchant Guild next. I feel pretty comfortable top decking only 1 alchemist here. Golem hits tactician. Not fun. Okay, let's have you not hit both of my other terminals. You've got to be effing kidding me. God, I hate you, deck, so much. That was really bad. Just whatever. I want a merchant guild. What else do I want? Another merchant guild? Really wish I could get a potion card here, but that's not going to happen. Yeah, let's just get 2 merchant guilds. Let's try and make the best of a bad sitch here. Do I get a copper for the coin token? I'm really tempted to do it, but it can't be right. Now I believe I'm guaranteed to hit a non-terminal with my golem. My golem. Colony and golem if he wants it, but he's going to build more. An alchemist. Okay, golem first. Great. That was bad. Let's get rid of this count, I guess. And draw the rest of deck and only get 1 merchant guild in play and be sad. Golem. Sometimes you're really irritating. You know that? Well, what does this mean I need? I think golem, alchemist, and then something, right? Or maybe nothing. Yeah, let's just get golem and alchemist. You know what? I'm getting a copper. I think it's time for coppers. My salvagers are going to need food at some point. I've also, I think I want to play Alchemist before Familiar. I don't know that it matters. Okay, that's what I want to see. That's just fine. Okay, I don't believe I can get any more village effects from golems. think I just want to play Merchant Guild here. I want to amass coin tokens, because that's the main source of my economy. I think it's more important than thinning right now. I'm not really concerned about the size of my deck. Yeah, and let's just get some more draw. Do I need to be worried about piles? The only piles that are low are potion cards. Yeah, so let's just continue to build. I'm actually tempted to get a third potion, but that just seems reckless. Let's get 2 alchemists and a thing. Let's get another merchant guild. So what does that cost? 11 2 potions. Let's spend up to that. And copper. Now, with no more counts in my deck, I lose the ability to top deck a golem. I don't think it was doing that much for me anyway, so I'm not too broke up about it, especially because I was faced with a decision of trashing a good card no matter what. I think that was the least bad choice. I want to start greening now. And I hate you, deck. Have I ever told you that? This is why I don't like Golem. Like, my deck is great, but it just doesn't work half the time, and that's just, it feels so bad. And salvage a curse. I think that's a pretty easy call. Can I get a golem, please? Thank you, deck. Okay. Five buys, burgers and fries, but 4 merchant guilds in play. Or no, just 3. I can double colony and alchemist here. I think that's what I want. Yeah, that's what I want. And that costs 25 and a potion. Yeah. 25 and a potion, okay. And coppers. I'm going to do this 1 alchemist on deck, discard the rest. I don't know if it's right, but it feels pretty good. It balances kicking off on a turn versus having alchemists for my golems to hit. And I have to say, this interface is really bad. Like, why is there not a button that says I'm done top decking alchemists? Like, there's no reason for that. You're continuing to build. What are you building towards? Triple colony tactician turns? I don't, not sure. Dear deck, be good to me. That's good enough. Golem, please. Non-terminals, please. Thank you. Very good. More golem. I think I've got something to hit with this. At least a merchant guild. Yeah, and that's good enough. Do I want to play any more alchemists? How many cards did I just discard? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Yeah, it just seems foolish to trigger this shuffle. I don't need to get the alchemists in play. I'm not top decking them anyway. I don't feel like thinning is important either. Let's just play a merchant guild. Play treasures. Double colony. Yep. Oh, and I love that there's lag in between each one of these. And I also love that the highlighted one moves around and it doesn't like you to top deck anything but the highlighted one. And this looks like resigning.